America's biggest food holiday, Super Bowl Sunday, eclipsed Thanksgiving a long time ago as the day where most Americans gather to eat. You want to make some onion rings? They're delicious. Here's how. First thing you have to do, onions. Cut them in, 3/4 inch thicknesses and separate the rings and let them sit for a little while. That helps dry them out. The first thing that I want to do is create my liquid dredge, which is buttermilk. And I'm going to pop some eggs in there. And simply whisking those together is good. Hot sauce. I happen to use Crystal hot sauce for almost everything. It's got a lot of vinegar in it, and I like it for that reason. Now that that's done, we're going to combine our dry seasonings, fennel and paprika. We're going to give this a nice mix. You always hear about heavily seasoned flour in certain recipes. I need to put quite a bit of seasoning in there. I'm putting about a tablespoon of finely ground kosher salt and about a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Make sure that we give that a good mix. First thing we want to do, dust this in the flour. That way any moisture is dealt with. Then in our batter, then again in our flour, and into our oil. So I have two sides of a dowel, one that I can help use for dipping, the other one that I can actually insert into the oil and pull out the rings. Now that sizzling sound you hear is all the moisture coming through the batter and evaporating through the oil, making a lot of noise. I can actually see here on these two that I just put in that there are more bubbles, and they're flatter bubbles around this one. When the bubbles start to flatten out, they're done. It doesn't take long to cook an onion ring, and you can just lay these out so you can see how simple this process can really be. I'll use the same batch of oil 3, 4, or 5 times over the course of the month. The one thing I'm careful about is doing things like frying 5 pounds of shrimp for friends and then using it the next week for making French fries. You'll taste the seafood in it. At this point, I like to season again with some finer sea salt. And there you have what, to my mind, is one of the great snackable, craveable treats in the world.